Hello, Michael. Hello, hello.
Hi, Michael. Michael, can you hear me? Michael.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, finally, I can hear
Okay,
you.
good. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm okay. It's not too cold outside. If it's not cold, I'm okay. So today's topic, it's about movies. A lot of new movies. Actually, you know what? I haven't been to the movie theater for about a couple months now. Miguel, have you been to the movie theater lately? Have you seen any new movies there?
You mean in the cinema?
Cinema, sure.
Maybe I was in cinema last year.
So a year ago.
Year ago, yeah.
You don't like movies, do you?
I prefer to see it on the internet on my computer.
Why? You have a big screen at the movie theater, you know, but it's big screen, nice sound. Why don't you like going to the movie theater?
I don't know. You know, I haven't seen a lot of interesting for me films, and
I haven't seen a lot of interesting films yet. Okay.
that's why I don't go to the cinema. It's like for me, it's not a very interesting film, but sometimes I see the films, but I have not time to
watch them, eh? Okay, so you watch them. You know, that's true. There's really not any good movies. Everything is violent. Yvonne. Okay, well, you're there. Okay. Everything is like violent, or you have those Disney movies. You know, I don't know if you watch any Disney movies. Yvonne, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you going to the cinema?
No.
Not even there in Poland. Okay, so because I heard it in Poland that the when they play movies, it's in English.
Yeah, they are in not in English, they're in original. Almost all of them.
Do you think that's good or do you think that's bad? What do you think?
It's good. Why it's bad? It's good even if I'm learning Polish, for example, and when the movie is in Polish, then it's okay for me. I like it.
So is it just the Polish subtitles and not just the
just the subtitles?
But you know what the problem is? Is different. I'm thinking the problem with that is different mentality, because a lot of the things that you do there and what we do in North America are very different. So it's hard to understand unless you've ever been to the country. That's the only problem. You know, I think in Russian and Ukrainian, when they put not subtitles but the dubbing. We have a word called dubbing. You know what dubbing is? Dubbing is when you go over it. They translate it to your mentality. You know what I mean? Like they translate it so that
I understand.
So this is and a lot of people that I talk to, they have the wrong interpretation. So that's why maybe a lot of people think America is, you know, it's New York, California, or Miami. So that's all. That's all they see. They don't know anything else. So what about in Ukraine? Did you watch any? Did you go to the movie theater regularly, or you're not you don't like theaters?
No, you know, it depends, but not so often.
Well, like I was saying to Miguel, everything that I see in the theater now, it's just violent, Marvel, or it's some animation movie. Did you ever go watch those animation movies in the movie theater?
What is animation movie?
Like Hotel Transylvania.
What is it? I don't know.
How do you say it in Russian? Do you remember? It's actually like cartoon. You know, like cartoon movie, I would say.
I don't know what is it. It depends, you know.
Movie. Okay, like Madagascar. You heard of Madagascar?
Ah, Madagascar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
But,
I like it.
yeah, but you know what? I go there, but I don't know. Do you really think it's for kids, or do you think adults can go there too?
I think that adults can go too wide. If there is a humor, it can be understandable. Has to be understandable by both, like children and adults. Why not?
I watch RoboCop. You know, in Russian they say RoboCop like that. In English, you know, when I heard it in English, like RoboCop. Well, the translations from like RoboCop. They really stressed some letters there. So that was filmed. Nobody saw RoboCop, the new one. Any of you guys? No.
No. The last one.
New one.
No, because my friends went to the cinema to watch this movie, and they told me this is shit, and I didn't.
It is shit.
Okay.
It was all across Lugansk metro station, RoboCop. You would see it there, and it was actually filmed in my city in Hamilton before. When I went into Ukraine, I was seeing them film it, right? But I didn't know what movie it was, because when they're making movies, they don't want you to know the name. You know, like they change the name. When Spielberg was in Hamilton, it's like it was like some sort of the TMN, the movie network. It was like go this way for Alien Invasion. Alien Invasion. What kind of TV show was this? But it was some Spielberg TV show that had to do with aliens. And when I went on the set, you know, there was these lights going around, stuff like that. So you don't know what the movie's going to be. But it was filmed in Detroit, and it was filmed in Hamilton, and yeah, I don't think remakes. I don't think remakes are any good. What do you think? Any remake that was really good?
Well, what do you mean by remake? What exactly?
Okay, so first of all, the original RoboCop was what, 1989, right? And they do it again with the same story. And I guess like they call it a reboot of the franchise, like
you know, maybe Evgeny, you remember the films. It's like translate it on TV near the New Year. It's I don't remember how to name it.
It's Rocky Param.
Oh yes.
Do you know, Michael? You can ask your wife how to translate this.
I don't know. It's like
Rocky Param. What is it?
What is it?
It's like the bus. Yes. No.
It's a movie, but what's it about? I don't understand. Okay, so I don't understand what's it about.
It's about the guys who went to sauna, and then they one of them had to fly to St. Petersburg to his I don't know, for some meeting. I don't remember.
Is this a Russian movie, or is this?
Yeah, and they put another guy into the plane, and he went to St. Petersburg, and yeah, and the thing is that all the architecture of St. Petersburg at that time and of Moscow, they were the same, and he told the taxi driver the place, like the street and the number of the street and number of apartment, and he drove him to this place, but not in Moscow, but in St. Petersburg, and like this is the story all about, and he met his love there.
So is this a romantic movie?
Yeah, people consider it to be romantic, but I think it's a drama.
A drama?
Yeah, it's not like it's not a comedy, definitely.
I never. So it's like a Soviet. So it's a Russian movie. So
yeah, every year before the New Year and after New Year, you can see it 100 times, literally 100 times on TV.
So it's played every. Okay, it's like a Christmas special. Okay, I understand. Like okay, yeah. like a Home Alone.
Yeah, like Home Alone, right?
Oh, jeez. You know what? Like, they're making movies now, like Jurassic Park. Do you remember Jurassic Park? Remember that movie with dinosaurs? I'll write it for you.
I remember some parts of this movie, but not at all. Not all film.
So again, they doing the new one in 2015, so it's another remake. So a lot of films being remade, but I think if you're going to be making a remake, I think you should change the story, because who wants to see the same thing done 20 years later? That's what I don't understand. So, Miguel, what movies do you like then? What is your favorite genre?
I don't know. Maybe I like romantic films, like drama genre, and maybe documentary films.
What do you think about movies like Pirates of the Caribbean? Stupid or funny? Or both?
No, for me it's not interesting. It's like very simple.
You know, they made fun. You know, I think. Okay, why is that movie so popular? I think there's one reason why. What do you think? There's only one reason why it's popular.
About what movie exactly?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, because of the main actor.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Without Johnny Depp, there is
What?
no Pirates of the Caribbean. I really think so. But if you look at stories in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, there is no story. It goes back and forth. You can't follow it. I mean, they have a good ship when they made that movie. You know, a real ship. A lot of expenses to make that movie, but the story is garbage. So we can't make movies like Braveheart. Remember Braveheart? Anyone remembers Braveheart? Braveheart? Yvonne? No?
Yeah, I know.
That's a classic. What other movies could you say are classics in your list? Yvonne, I'll start with you.
I don't. Braveheart. What is the movie about?
It's with Mel. It's with Mel Gibson. You know, he paints his face different colors, and he's, you know, ready for war. You don't remember? You never remember Braveheart? It was made in 1995. Saving Private Ryan. That was on my list too. That was a World War II movie. Any movies, Miguel, maybe to add to your list? What would you say are classics?
Michael, for me, it's hard because I see some. I know some maybe old movies which we can call like a classic movie, but it's not very
Popular? No.
It's popular, but not now. It's in the past.
Well, go ahead.
Maybe you can see the movie where it like Andalusian dog. It's like Salvador Dali can do. It's like to make it. It's a very old movie. It's like very well known.
Okay. But what year would it be?
Well, it's like change. All times they change the sujet, how to say it, is like the story. All times it changes the story because it's like surrealistic movies.
Surrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about movies like Indiana Jones? You watch Indiana Jones? No? Yvonne?
I remember the name of this movie, but I don't remember maybe the story and the
Don't.
what happened.
Terminator. That's a classic in my book. Terminator.
Terminator.
Terminator. I know someone who talks like Terminator. His name is Sasha. I am Terminator. No, he calls himself Sashinator. So sounds like a Terminator. You remember the first one? Second one. Do you remember the director? Anyone remember the director? James Cameron?
What of this movie?
Yes. The first and second. James Cameron. Do you know what country he's from?
No. Maybe Evgeny knows it.
No, I don't know.
Canada. So
Canada.
And Titanic. He directed Titanic too.
Yeah, Titanic, I know.
But the problem with Titanic, I think it was too long.
How long is it?
Over 3 hours.
Wow.
If I sat in the movie theater, I think the seat will go with me when I get up.
Okay.
So...
It's like Evgeny knows. It's like how to say it? It's like not sleeping, but near that.
Your whole body will fall asleep, or I think, you know. So.
I'm almost sleeping.
All right, and Yvonne, what about to your classic list? What movies do you remember that were really good that you don't think they could be made into remakes? They can't be made into remakes.
They are Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's
it cannot be like it's like a very nice movie. Then what?
It's with John Travolta.
Yeah. Then Tarantino, right? Then yeah, maybe 4 Rooms.
I never saw that one, but okay, I heard of it.
Also Tarantino 4 Rooms. Then what else? Do you know Reservoir Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
Didn't they try to make that into a video game? No, I thought maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What else? Snatch.
Snatch? I heard of it, but I never watched it.
Yeah. Then.
But are these classic movies? You guys never watched Ghostbusters before?
Yeah, Ghostbusters. It's like the movie of childhood.
Yeah.
But
what was it?
I cannot watch this movie several times. It's like one-time movie for me. But Pulp Fiction, I can watch it every day, and it's just fine.
Why can you watch it every day? What's so special about it? Too much
I
action?
like the way they play their roles. The roles are played really nice. That's why.
They play nicely.
What
about Indiana Jones?
No, I don't like such movies.
It's adventure. You know.
Yeah, I don't like adventure.
You don't like adventure.
No.
So you went. What about science fiction like Star Wars?
Star Wars?
Yes, that's science fiction in my.
You know, everybody was talking about Star Wars. I didn't watch it. I never watched even one movie. But like recently, like maybe several months ago, I downloaded all the movies from the first one and I watched them one by one, like during the day.
And?
It's really nice. Nice, yeah. Nice, but I will not watch it again. It's just nice. Nothing
I think
special.
it's too surreal. You know, it can never happen. It's like Star Trek.
Yeah, but I don't understand Star Trek at all, and I don't want to watch it. Like, no, it's I don't know, facepalm. I don't know.
Facepalm.
Yeah.
But then we can get into Back to the Future. I mean, heck.
Yeah, Back to the Future is nice. I can watch it several times, but not so often as Pulp Fiction. It's also nice. Yeah.
Miguel, Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox, he's a Canadian too.
I don't see it.
You never saw it. But you know what? In the movie, it always talked about him going in the past. There were some episodes of him going into the future. But in the second movie, he was he had to go into the future to stop the past. So it's hard to understand that, I know. But you know, they had like cars that can go up into the air. Yvonne, you probably remember this from the second one. But I'm thinking maybe one day you'll be seeing flying marshutka buses. What do you think? No, it could happen. Yvonne. Yvonne.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I cannot hear you.
I said, you know how in the second movie there were the cars could fly into the air. You know, with Back to the Future, all the cars could fly into the air. I'm thinking one day that could happen in real life. You know, do you think we can see flying cars, or you don't think that's possible?
I think it's impossible. It says no.
You never know. I mean, I never could see the jet being invented years ago. No one, people would think you're crazy. Back in the day, if you ever said that there's people are going to be in planes and go flying around the world, they would never believe you. What about black and white movies? Do we watch any black and white movies from America? Charlie Chaplin, Abbott and Costello?
Yes.
No.
I see it. I saw it.
You saw it. What did you see?
I saw some of these movies about like a comedy with the Charlie Chaplin.
I don't know why Charlie Chaplin is so popular, but Abbott and Costello, nobody knows about it. Like Charlie Chaplin, nobody talks in that. You know, like it's like
maybe in that time it was like a popular and you know maybe it's like the favorite movies and actors who plays in our mind, maybe, and not mind, and it's like payment, you know, in our which we remembered, you know.
I understand. And you know, like the Three Stooges. Do you remember the Three Stooges? Curly, Larry, and Moe? Or you never heard of them?
Three Stooges? Well,
Three Stooges? No. We call it slapstick humor. They hit each other, you know, like whack, whack, whack. That kind of comedy. Those have been done so many times that it loses its effect. And it was done and it's over with. But I look through the movie list now, and you know I do remember Avatar. I keep forgetting about Avatar, but you know we can always see Avatar. But there's not really good movies. It's always Transformers. Miguel, do you ever watch this Transformers movie, or it's not an interest to you?
Which movie?
Transformers.
What is it? I don't know.
Transformers. The robot.
Ah, Transformers. Okay.
No, Mikhail didn't watch this movie. He plays Transformers only.
And again, what's the biggest problem, do you think, with movies today? You tell me your opinion, and then I'll say my opinion. What do you think the biggest problem, why there aren't good movies anymore?
Oh, they have bad scenarios, and all scenarios are very old, no new scenarios.
And there's too much special effects.
Yeah, too much special effects, right?
And you know what else I see? Now they have that green screen in the back, is that they're replacing all that green screen with a couple of objects, you know, beside the actor that are real. They're making virtual sets now. They're making virtual things, and I think it's superficial, because you should create something that could it could be true. You know, maybe something that could really happen in real life to draw the person's attention. I don't think every movie should be science fiction. I don't think every movie should be something where it could never happen. and you're seeing a lot of that stuff where it could never happen in real life. This is the problem that I see. What happened to using old style special effects? You know, like miniatures. You know, like miniatures. You know, miniatures are like small buildings, right? You know, but on camera they make it look big, so that you can film it instead of doing it in computer. There's too much. There's too much computer animation. It's just too much nowadays. We have very powerful systems, and now it takes away from the story. It takes away from the story. Like in Ninja Turtles. Did anyone see Ninja Turtles at all? It was a teenage mutant ninja turtles. Did anyone see this movie, the new one?
No, I didn't see it. Did you?
I saw it. I did see it.
So how was it?
Oocious. Horrible.
Really?
Well, think about it. Did anyone watch the original Ninja Turtles? Anyone watch the original one?
No. What year?
1990.
Yeah, maybe I watched it. I don't remember.
It's like the turtles in the suits and the costumes.
Oh yeah.
And they go in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
So in this one, you know, I remember the Ninja Turtle, you know, Cowabunga. You know, I don't know what Cowabunga means. It's sort of slang.
What is it?
Cowabunga. It's like what the Michelangelo would say in the Ninja Turtles, some sort of slang, like something that's cool. It's not a real word per se. It's a fake word. But you say Cowabunga, dude. But anyways, so they would wear suits, body suits in the 1991, right? And you know, it makes it look realistic. It makes it look like it's authentic. But of course, it's animatronic. You know, animatronic is when the servos, the motors in the head, can move by remote control. So they use a remote control, like you know what you would use for an airplane.
Okay.
And they can move the motors, the servos in the heads of these things, and they can move. And you know, it looked really great. It looked like, wow, these guys look like turtles, and you know, they could do some ninja special effects. They could bounce around. They could hit walls. They could do a lot of stuff. And you know, they had Master Splinter, who was animatronic, I believe, as well. And overall, good job. But you know, good story, good comical aspect of it. But when you see the new one, what do they try to do when they make a remake? They try to, if it was puppet before, what do they try to do? They try to make it into what?
I don't know.
CG.
Mm-hmm.
CGI. Computer graphics imagery. First thing they do. Because if you look at the screenshots of the first one when they were making it, you see these 4 turtles wearing costumes that don't look like the final costume from the movie. So obviously they were replaced with CG, and you know, they look big and bulky and they look mean. And I couldn't understand this because when, you know, it's for kids. And when you design something for kids, you want to make it look like it's presentable. You want to make it look like it's approachable. When I say approachable, I mean something you can touch, something you won't be scared of. But for some reason, they try to make movies now are very dark, and you can make it dark, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Well, how do you present it? It's presentation. So they look scary. They look like turtles on steroids. Picture that, turtles on steroid drugs. So, and some of the scenes that were in this movie were done in completely CGI, complete computer graphics.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much movement that your brain cannot understand what's going on at once. The brain can only focus on so many things. Okay, and you got this happening, that happening. The truck's going down in this scene, down this mountain, and there's snow on this mountain, and they're trying to get into the front passenger of the seat, and this Foot Clan soldier's from the back here. Oh my God! And they can do all this stuff because computer graphics allow them to do that. They take advantage of it, and they move the camera so quickly, and I find that very disturbing. Do you never heard of motion sickness, Yvonne?
No. What is it?
So when the camera, usually like when I went into film school, right? You know, you have different shots that you learn how to make, and you learn how to do your swipe, your pans, and your different angle cut scenes. You do it gradually, right? Nowadays, like when they have the camera, whatever they're using, they move it around too much, you know, like it's not still. And I want to say to the director, keep the damn camera still, stop moving it. So people get sick from this motion. You know, and when I say motion, I mean movement. Is it understandable or
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So have you heard of this? Do people here in Ukraine, have you heard of this motion sickness? People getting sick from this, or is it just? Is in North America, people? This is a big problem. Never heard of this problem in Ukraine?
No, I didn't ask myself those questions.
Because some people have that problem with 3D.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Miguel, are you ever watching 3D movies?
3D, it's like whereas you need to wear some glasses.
Yes.
No, I never been in this cinema.
With 3D.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 60.
But Michael, you know, one time I was in the spheric cinema. Do you know where is it?
IMAX?
Could you repeat?
Was it IMAX theater?
No, it's like a spheric cinema where you can see the movie like on the not on the
On the walls? No.
Not walls. It's like a spheric roof of this room. You know?
Yeah. I can picture this. Sure, I have heard of something like this. Yes.
Mhm.
And you can see it all around you.
Yes. It's like on the top and around it, and it's like interesting. There in this hall or room, a lot of it's like projectors, you know.
Yep. There's projectors all around there. Yep.
And you can see the movie on this half part of.
You can see the movie all around you. Yeah. But to me, that's more interesting than 3D because 3D you have to wear glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't like these 3D glasses. I think why should I have to wear glasses to see 3D? That's the question. Yvonne, what do you think?
Tell me again. Could you ask me again?
3D glasses, 3D cinema. My view is why should I have to wear 3D glasses to watch 3D?
Fuck! I just cannot hear you well. For some reason.
Better? No. Better? No.
Tell me again.
I said, why should it was a question about 3D cinema.
Okay.
I said, why should I have to wear these glasses to watch 3D? It should be right in front of me. I think there are no things to put on.
I don't know. Tell me, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if there's a movie in 3D, would you watch it rather than in 2D, or it doesn't matter for you? If the movie is in 2D, regular format.
Yeah, if it's regular, you don't need those glasses.
No, but what's your preference? You don't care? It doesn't matter. Or are you a 3D fanatic?
I prefer the 2D. It's like on the wall. But for me, it's like a usual thing. You know, it's like you understand what happened.
That's it. It's just a movie.
on the story of the film. It's like not on the special effects.
Yeah, it's just a movie. I want good story. You know, that's what I want.
Yes, yes.
What about smell-o-vision?
What?
Smell-o-vision.
What is it?
Yvonne, do you know what this is?
What? Small?
Smell-o-vision.
With the smells?
I don't know what is it.
With smells, like Mikhail said, with smells.
Yeah,
I
never heard about it. What is it?
So if, how can I give you, if someone is cooking in the movie, you smell what they're making. Or if there's a fire, you can smell smoke.
Okay.
But we have not such kind of things now.
Well, if I smell smoke in Ukraine, I think the movie theater is on fire. I think, is this smell-o-vision or is this the movie theater? This is 3D. Hey, everyone, there's flames around. You get out of here. You know? So, it's too close.
But we can see this film only one time.
And then the movie theater closes down.
Yes, yes.
There goes $100,000. But you know what I noticed? Like I'm thinking, what would be nice is that with if there was like a rain in the scene, if there's rain in the scene, then it would be raining. You know what I mean? Like rain would be coming down on you. What do you think of this idea?
Could you repeat? If in the film are raining, you can feel it?
No. If it's raining in the scene, you feel the rain on you.
No. For me, it's too much. It's like I want.
Bring your umbrella.
I want to only to see it on the picture.
You don't want to feel it.
No.
So if there's a movie with a gun battle, you don't want to feel bullets go past you.
You know, if you need to see some maybe boxers on the ring, and you can feel it. And,
well, if there's a movie about alcohol, usually the next person beside me has been drinking, so I don't have to worry there.
Yes.
The smell. That's my smell-o-vision. Okay, that's my smell-o-vision. But what I notice now in a lot of cinemas, like in Ukraine, right? I mean, they've been rebuilding a lot. I mean, there's a couple IMAX. IMAX has always been IMAX. You know, it's IMAX. It's a large format film. But I noticed in the theaters they all replace it with digital projectors instead of the 35 millimeter based film. And I liked film. There's something for film. I always liked film, the look of it, you know. And if you go into any electronics store, like in Foxtrot or Eldorado, you know, like there's a big problem with the directors. They're complaining now. If you look at a movie, it doesn't look good. It looks like a soap opera. Do you know what a soap opera is?
No, what is it?
Oh, how do you explain this? I'll spell it, but
Michael, write it in the chat.
Yes, I will. Sorry, I spelled it wrong.
So okay, now I understand.
So we know what a soap opera is, correct? Right? Yes. Okay. So they've been complaining that the movies look like soap operas because, you know, people, when they buy a TV, they just don't look at, 60 hertz. Smooth vision. This feature, that feature. You know, people buy into it like Coca-Cola. You know, they just give me more, give me more. Well, when you see these 200 hertz, 600 hertz subfield, they're actually adding frames in the frames. Because remember, if you're dealing with 24 frames per second in the movie, right? They're adding frames in there to give you that smooth vision, like that smooth look. But movies aren't supposed to look like that. They're not supposed to look very smooth. And you'll see this on the new TV sets, the new LCDs like the Samsungs, the LGs, and a lot of directors are saying, we don't want our movies to look like this. We want them to look like how we see it when we're taping or when we're filming. Either if it's on film or if it's digital. We want it to look natural. So this is a big problem now. Everyone is like, they want a perfect picture. But, you know, with film especially, you don't want a perfect picture. Perfect, it does not look real. You know, like, you need to have some artistic effect on it. So this is the problem. Even when I'm watching movies at the cinema, it's too much. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
For football or for Боже.
Evgeny, watch maybe a thriller with
Thriller. It's my sister's daughter.
Your niece.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this is the main. You know, for football, for racing or for some sports, yeah, you want that smooth vision. But for movies, keep it natural. Keep it natural. It's not too good. Anyways, guys, what I want to do, look, I want to paste the movie link. Everyone can watch this. This is a link. There. Are you guys there? I want to post this link. All right. It's a 2 minutes long of a trailer. Okay. So I want you to watch this, and I want to ask some questions. All right. I want to see the response that I get. I'm kind of interested. So just take 2 minutes to watch this link. It's about 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Maybe we can make a screen share and see on your screen.
Yeah, I suppose we can do that. Just give me 1 second here. It's just you know my computer. My computer's always slow, but you know, so if I can try to.
Okay, let's try and we can.
Okay, but how do I share screen with screen share, the green, right?
Yes, green with the white arrow.
Okay, the white arrow and the green arrow. Yeah, I pressed it, and I have full screen. I'm gonna click.
You can choose.
Okay, so
which screen you can show.
Yeah.
You need to show.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
I'm gonna play it.
Is everybody on board?
So where are you headed?
We're heading to Chris and Gifford. They have no other relatives, so we're taking them to a house in the country. Does anybody else live on the island?
The place has been deserted for years. There it is, Heel Marsh House.
So cold in here. Everybody, into your beds. Hello? Are you sure there's nobody else living here?
I think you should keep your visions to yourself.
Have you seen Tom? Tom! Where are the others?
We need to get the children to the cellar. Now!
In the marsh lies a house, abandoned for years, that hides the darkness beyond all fears. She never forgives. She always comes back. There is no escaping the woman in black.
That did you see that? Hello. I can't hear myself. Okay, did you hear that?
Yes, it's very terrible movie. It's, yeah, I need to see it in the night.
So where do you where do you think what setting, what year do you think that's from? What year?
What?
1992.
1992. Oh, come on, people didn't dress like that in 1992.
I don't know, what is it?
And after World War II, during World War II, actually. So, Ivan, you saw the whole thing, right? Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it, like, but then internet connection was, I lost internet connection. But the thing is that it's pretty. Is it a horror movie? No.
I don't know. Is Baba Yaga horror? That's a good. So, I guess it's a horror thriller. You know, not horror, but horror drama thriller.
Maybe not a thriller, because thriller it's like with some crime. In this film we can see it's like terrible things.
I said horror thriller.
Horror.
Horror thriller. It's thriller. I don't know. It's I can't say it's a horror drama. Maybe horror drama, something like that. But horror suspense. Maybe horror suspense. I'm thinking like that. So the kids, they had to go to into this mansion. Why do you think they had to go to this mansion? Any idea? They had the woman took them all to the mansion. There's a lot of kids. I'm thinking because it's wartime. You know, London got bombed good during the war, right? So, you know, Churchill there had to watch out too from bombs, because London was really being bombarded, and I guess it was a safe haven, that mansion. But there's a problem. So, what's the problem once the kids go to this mansion?
It's hard to. I mean, I think it's like you know, kids use like to expand the maybe terrible some terrible things. It's like.
Well, the house is haunted.
Huh?
The house is haunted.
What is haunted?
Wait, I'll spell it. Haunted. It means when the house there's a ghost in there. We say it's haunted. So the woman in black. Any idea who she is by looking at the trailer, or no guesses? Anybody? No guesses? No.
I don't understand.
No. All right. She was she was the sister of the woman who was deceased. Deceased is when someone, you know, dies. So she always says never forgive. She never forgets. So the dead doesn't die. They're there forever. So in the first one with Daniel Radcliffe, he gets killed. You know, with Harry Potter guy, he gets killed, right? And she stays in she haunts this mansion. So these new people enter in, and she's haunting the place again. What did you think about the music that was playing? What kind of effect does that have? I don't know if you remember the music that was playing. I don't know what you call this instrument, but it wasn't a record. A record came out after this, I believe. Do you remember the music?
No, I don't remember. It was scary movie. Some scary music, right?
It was something playing. You know, like it's not a needle, but like some sort of cylinder recording mechanism, and I forget what you call it. You can record on it with a microphone too. But it was like it came out of nowhere. And how do you know? There was one hint here. How do you know when the woman in black is nearby? What did you see? What type of animal comes about? It was in the beginning of the movie. It starts with it's C. Starts with a C. I saw it. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. It's a crow.
Crow?
A crow.
Mhm.
A black. What does a crow mean? What does it symbolize?
I don't know.
You know what a crow? We know what a crow.
Yes.
The bird.
But it's hard to say. I think the crows used in all of these scary, terrible movies or thriller. It's like to expand the fears. Yes, because the people associate crows with some negative things, maybe.
I associate it with death.
Death?
Death.
No. Oh, why death? But
Dead body. A dead body. No.
Okay.
I don't know. I heard crows are always near a dead body. Is that true? I don't know.
No.
They eat dead bodies, maybe, And did you notice the children? The one child went to the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Why would the child go to the cemetery? I'm scared to go in a cemetery. Would you ever go to a cemetery?
He wanted to find friends, no?
Or the woman in black. I don't know. That's for me. I would not want to be at a cemetery. So and she tries to drown the child. Why would a woman like that? I don't know. Let's think of the story. Why would this woman try to drown? Do we know what drown? Drown means?
Drown?
Yeah. Утопить.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why would she try to drown
he was
the
annoying, maybe, no?
Oh, no. Because she had a child, and that child drowned, right? Back in, 40 years ago.
Okay.
And because that child drowned, what happened in the first part from 1989, that the original movie from The Woman in Black, is that there's a marsh. A marsh is where it's surrounded by water. It's like yucky stuff. There's weeds in there and mud and stuff like that. And the horse stable fell into the marsh, and the child drowned. And she tried to resuscitate the child, but the child was drowning. That child belonged to the woman in black. She died. She is the sister of Alice Dreblow, who owned that mansion at one point. So, in her view, if a child looks at her, that child dies. So no child can live around her.
Mm-hmm.
It's that maybe not narcissistic, but that sadistic. It's a sadistic behavior. It's like, my child died, so your child has to die. Very, very vengeful, I think. Very vengeful. I don't know, Miguel. How do you get rid of this woman in black? I got garlic. What do you have?
Kill her.
How? I said garlic. I have garlic. What would you use?
Gun.
Yeah, but she's dead. How do you shoot someone who's dead?
Several times.
Several times. You might run out of bullets and she'll still be walking at you.
Yeah, maybe something more serious than the gun.
Holy water. There you go.
Holy water. Okay.
Miguel?
We have to go to the eastern part of Ukraine and with holy water.
That's probably, but we'll send. Yeah, no, the marsh would be somewhere in the eastern part of Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe to kill Dracula, you would need a stake, put it through the heart. But I don't know. Very interesting. I don't think you can get rid of her. I think she's there for life. I think if you burn the mansion, the next day the mansion would be rebuilt again, faster than Chinese workers.
Okay.
It would be very.
Is it your idea, so it's like in the movie?
I don't know if that's my idea. I don't know what happens. I haven't seen the movie yet. It's coming out January 1st,
Oh, really?
2015.
Oh, okay.
Will you watch it, or you don't like Holy
Sure, I
Torah?
will watch it. I like such movies.
Miguel, are you scared?
You talk about this? film.
Yes.
Yes, for me it's interesting to see. It's
Can you
like,
watch it alone?
all the film. Yes, am I right?
Yeah, but can you watch it alone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alone.
What's the problem to watch it alone?
I think it's the most interesting. It's like if you never will be in the flat. I just at night maybe.
Like the question is, how do you sleep at night then?
What?
The question is, how will you sleep at night then?
You will sleep like a baby.
Like a baby. Yeah, I don't know. Some people can watch those movies, but in the movie theater, hey, you know, it's okay. There's people around me. I'm okay. It's just a movie. It's just a movie.
There are dead people around you.
Michael, you know, if somebody put a hand on arms or
I'll be I'll be on the ceiling with the air conditioner there, you know. So scaredy cat, you know, like a cat that would jump on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have any. I don't have any claws. That's the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, January 1st, the first Woman in Black. It came out in 2013. You can actually watch it, download it, torrent it, do whatever you want. It's called The Woman in Black, or in Russian it was the Devushka in Chorny, I think. So the Devushka in Chorny in Chorna.
Let's see. We will wait for this movie.
Wait, Shakai, Bulaska. All right. So that is it for today. It is now 10 o'clock as always. You know, it's 2 minutes away. So,
You start to see this movie, I think.
No nightmares, no nightmares. Does anyone have anything else to say before I close this down?
No.
No? Nothing else?
We're gonna finish.
Alright, so I like to talk more about movies. And I will in the future, because you know why? There's always new movies to talk about. For everyone here, have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
See you next week.
Yeah, bye.
Baka baka.
Bye-bye.